Lol. No. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails, a grand arena prep story. Apparently, guys, you can buy Gear Completion Bundle 2 right now. It's available. Guys, just in case you didn't know, that's there. The bigger news, however, is that they are making us register for GAC a full day earlier than they normally do. Normally we register on Monday nights. I do all my remodding after the podcast that I run. If you're interested in the podcast, check out in the video description. There's a link. But otherwise, guys, this is hugely problematic for me. Actually, it's going to change my streaming schedule. It's going to change everyone's play schedule. This isn't a big deal for some, I suppose, but it's a pretty big deal. So guys, go make sure get your stuff all registered, or register, but make sure everything's remodded, everything like that, etc. Pretty big deal. So today what we're going to talk about is just a couple small tips for 3v3, and then people have been wanting me to talk about off meta counters in 3v3 to kill Galactic Legends. And so I'm going to show you guys a bunch of videos that I've had since the start of it, since the start of, the Galactic Legend craze, scare, fad, trend, whatever word you want to use. So we're going to do that, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on Galactic Legends in 3v3 and how it should be approached. So first, I do want to just talk some generalized tips, though, guys. So we've got the new divisions, right? We're going to be hanging out with more teams on defense, more teams on offense, and or at least a lot of us will be. I know that a lot of the mid-game guys won't have anything changed, or if they have it changed, it'll be a small amount. But one way or another, we've got to be prepared to be using, instead of 11 teams on offense and defense, 15 on each. That's 8 extra teams, a lot of teams. Lots of struggle for some. So, I'll be operating in Division 1. So, I mean, one awesome thing about that is you can see I'm ranked number 27 right now because I got 1 feat done already, and I'll have less than 2,000 people in my division, so that'll be good. The bad thing is I have the max number of teams available, and I am punching against a lot of really tough opponents. So if you guys want to watch me actually struggle a lot, come watch me live. In the video description, you can see the Twitch link, etc. Should be fun. We'll find out what the schedule is, guys. If you want more resources, go to my Discord server, also in the video description. Huge place to help. Everyone talks about Grand Arena there. It's not just some little Discord that is used for me to only announce that I'm going live. It's people actually hang out. You have to sign up for notifications from me, which is really easy. You can figure that out on the right channel, etc. But this video is not about that. We want to talk about off-meta counters and about Grand Arena in general. So, guys, there's going to be more teams here, and right now we can't see how many teams. It just says question mark. 0 out of question mark deployed. That's fine. But if they do it the way I'm expecting them to, for me, we're going to have 5 and 5 and 5 teams, so 15 total. That's my guess. My guess is that if you're in Division 2, it will be 5 in the back, 5 on top, and 4 on the bottom. So, guys, all I have to say is make use of the traps. We've talked about this a lot. Use your traps. Use your traps to make sure that if your opponent is really good at using Supreme Leader Kylo against certain teams, and you want to draw him out so that he can't counter you in the back, and you put your Sith Eternal in the back, make sure that those teams that he wants to counter are going to be in there. It's just general common sense, except it's going to be much more difficult to avoid that trapping now, because you have to wade your way through 4 or 5 teams potentially. And if you put down, so Sith Eternal's a big one, right? So Sith Eternal, he wants to kill. He's good at killing everything, everyone except for Supreme Leader Kylo. And so Sith Eternal put teams in the front that Sith Eternal wants to kill, and eventually so your opponent might just break down and do it. And then in the back, put like your Jedi Master Luke team or your Rey team or something, and he's not going to be able to do it. He's not going to be able to take you out because you've already baited him out. Like that's how bait works. So make sure you're using those traps. Use your bait, use whatever word you want to use. I'm not being consistent in my verbiage, but trapping and baiting, and gosh, I feel like there's going to be a lot of jokes about baiting, actually, and whether or not someone is an apprentice or some other level of that. So, anyways, guys, that's about as blunt or unblunt as I can get. So, anyways, guys, one thing to remember though: ships are the same. Ships are going to be the same regardless of what your we're going to have this crazy new thing. And in some ways, ships is going to be nice because they're the same for all of us. Everyone's ship situation is going to be the same unless you just recently moved up. Actually, for the people who went to 3.1, you get a big FU from CG because I swear, I thought for sure they were going to fix it that 4.5 and on can have double ships, and everyone else, like, they're going to dismiss 3.8 and on as a bad idea. But they decided to double down and make it so that people with 3.1 million GP need 2 ships on defense, 2 on offense. Total madness. So be working on ships, guys. If you're under the GP, work on ships. If you're at that GP, work on ships. If you are at 7.8 million GP and higher, work on ships, guys. Working on ships is important. As soon as they can get away with requiring 3 fleets, they're going to. So, guys, it's only a matter of time. Like, Division 1 will eventually have 3 fleets on defense. I almost guarantee it. They just have to release enough ships. So, that being said, for right now, ships are the same as always, except for the people in the middle tier who get screwed. But it's kind of nice, right? Like it's going to be this bastion of sameness instead of just this slog through 15 different teams instead of 11. We're going to hit a zone of normalcy. It'll be interesting to see ships as kind of an oasis of, people will be like, oh, I can do this. It's kind of fun. It's kind of a, we'll all still hate ships eventually, but for right now, it's kind of nice. Okay, so one thing to remember, if people are going to be placing a lot of defenses, and I know that the prevailing theory right now is that everyone is going to be freaking out and they're going to keep everything for offense and they won't put anything good on defense. And that's probably going to be the case for the majority of people. I know a lot of people talking about, oh yeah, I want to make sure I clear. And I actually think that they loosened up the requirements for Kyber a little bit. It looks like, I don't know. We'll have to see how things shake out. But they're going to need to because it's harder to clear. However, from the very start, full clearing is your clearest path toward victory and Kyber. Clearly because you get more banners, etc. But keep in mind, guys, your opponent won't always do that. Scouting your opponent is still going to be advisable. Seeing what their inclinations are. I know for myself, I'm not going to place an easy defense. It's just not going to be easy. People want to walk through it, and that they're going to have to save everything for offense if they want it to be easy. And I don't think it's going to be easy even then. So keep in mind, just scout your opponents, see what they've got. Some people are going to be jerks. Some people are going to be even bigger jerks and auto-deploy. Don't auto-deploy, guys. Please do not. It's going to be so obnoxious to go through 15 auto-deploy teams. So, and guys, on the other side of it, don't go easy on defense yourself. Put some really good teams down. You can always craft good teams. On the Discord server I have, there's a ton of people posting their defenses and, watch old videos of mine, look at those, find good 15 teams that aren't embarrassing for you to put down, or 14 teams or 13, whatever it is for you. Like, just don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass me. So, the other thing is, guys, soloing in this is going to seem like really attractive. People are going to say, oh, well, I can solo teams with like Kylo, solo teams with nest and solo teams with General Skywalker, Malak, all these things. You're going to split up all your teams, and that's cool, I guess, sometimes if you can do it safely, but keep in mind, like, Malak is a vital part of your Darth Revan team. Like, why use him for a 56 when you can get a 54 with a different team and still have Malak with your Darth Revan team? Like, to me, that's a pretty big deal. So, anyways, soloing can be fun, can be good. I guess do it responsibly. That sounds really cheesy, but like, soloing, guys, I win most of my matches, and I know that sounds like a brag, but the purpose here is not self-aggrandizement. It's more like I win most of my matches, but because being safe is actually safe. Like, I don't put myself out there for ridiculous, like, oh, well, I lost General Skywalker for no gain because Night Sisters can stun lock you. Who knew? Like, just play it safe. So a lot of times, if you can get a safe 54 versus a risky but flashy 56, like, maybe just go for the less flashy, less risky choice. But I don't know. I'm crazy. Don't listen to me. But one way or another, guys, let's start talking about off-meta counters for Galactic Legends in 3v3. And I'll tell you up front, guys, it's not pretty. It's not fun. It's a little sketchy. So let's actually transition here to something else. Hold on 1 second, folks. All right, here we go. Wait a minute. Oh no, we want this. There we go. Much better. Okay, folks, so here we go. I'm on the bottom now. Woo! All right, so here's how you beat Rey. And so I know that we're using Supreme Leader Kylo, and this is an off meta, but this is an old video of mine, and you can tell it's an old video because I don't even have a video. I don't even have a face cam right now, so pretty old. But this is a fight that's gone awry for me, and so I've named it Adversity Strikes. This is 10 seasons ago. Wow, I can't believe this has been the thing. So, anyways, we're gonna lose, and what I'm gonna show you is how you kill Rey with an off-meta counter, because the truth that none of us want to admit here, folks, is Rey has 0 off-meta teams that can beat her consistently. Actually, like absolutely no off-meta teams that can beat her consistently right now. And so you can see Supreme Leader Kylo lost. That's fine. Now what we're doing here, though, all right, so she's got a couple characters here, and obviously Poe just went and killed Cara Dune. My Cara wasn't leveled up at all. So now we have Mob Enforcer, and what we're trying to do, note, okay, and so I'm zooming in even here. That's pretty fancy of me. I don't ever zoom in these days. But look at how she's at yellow health right now. So now she killed Mob Enforcer, great. Rey is in the yellow, and this is how it has to be, guys. You just keep kiting, or throwing in bad characters. Okay, so now so now she's in green again. We have to get her to damage immunity. Oh, except she didn't get to 30k yet. So, oh yeah, so, or 60, gosh, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so now she's in damage immunity, and so we can't kill her yet. We're using Jedi Knight Revan, General Skywalker, and Grandmaster Yoda. So 3 really important characters that could all be used in different squads potentially. And the only way it really works, okay, so she does her big hit, and we have Savior, and we tank it, and we're good. So now we just kill Poe. You have to get her down to that health, though. So you have to use a ton of just one-person teams to go in, get her to use Lifeblood to hurt herself enough to get to the point where she's in damage immunity. Theoretically, she's not going to leave damage immunity, so once you get to that 50%, 60%, whatever it is, she won't actually ever leave it, or theoretically, she won't have to leave it. So, anyways, that's that's basically it. Let me rewind just a tiny bit, just to explain just a tiny bit more, guys, because I feel like I did a poor job here. So maybe that's a little too far. Okay, so guys, look at this. This is where the magic is. So she does Lifeblood, which is an ability that reduces her own health in order to give everyone bonus protection on her team. So the reason you put like a bad character in there is she'll do her Lifeblood ability, and then hopefully, like, Poe will go and just kill your character, and then Rey will be below the damage immunity, because she has to be, has it 60 or 50% health that she ends up, going into healing or damage immunity, and when that happens, obviously she can't be hurt, so the idea is get her below that using Lifeblood, just constantly send her a constant stream. I mean, I've used like 8 to 10 teams in the past before just to get her to that stage, and then you can knock her out with the Jedi, like I showed you. So that works. It's also terrible banners. I mean, you drop a minimum of 30 banners there, folks. So, and that's the best off-meta counter you can get for Rey. Like, there's some comps that are extremely unlikely to work. Like, there's a Darth Vader team that has worked in the past for some people, but it's not consistent. It doesn't always work. So, anyways, that's the best we've got for off-meta on Rey, folks, unfortunately. Okay, guys, you ready to see? This is a fight against Supreme Leader Kylo, and this one does work sometimes, but it's not super consistent. I think it's a little better now that you can have a Relic 8 Jedi Luke, but I mean, so against Supreme Leader Kylo, you have a couple choices. Actually, he's probably the easiest to off meta, except instead of maybe Jedi Master Luke. So, he hits Revan. You want to pass the turn to Luke. Luke is going to stun everyone except for Kylo. Okay, so we triggered Savior now finally, and now, there's no Hux here either. So if Hux is here, I think it actually is significantly worse. And so, you just need to kill the ads. Here goes Jedi Revan. He's gone. Hermit Yoda's no longer one for life. And now we get to kill. Yay, we kill Hoda. Cool. And now it's just a one-on-one slappy fight for terrible banners, even if you do win. And if you don't win, how are you going to clean up Kylo? That, what you gonna do? So he got to his ult before Luke could do anything, and Luke died, as you may well imagine. Let's see. I don't know. I think we did end up cleaning something. Oh, all right. So let's see what we clean this up with. So Tusken's first to get rid of his cooldowns. We want to drain his cooldowns a little bit, and then I don't know what we clean him up with. It doesn't say. It just says clean up. This isn't very engrossing, though, is it? Enthralling. All right, let's try this again. What do we got? Okay, so we've got we've got Thrawn with General Skywalker and Echo. Woo! All right, so we already used one good team. Now we have to use another good team, and yeah, 23 banners. Woo! Not the best once again, folks. So Supreme Leader Kylo is tough, tough to beat, as you may imagine. All right, so here's one for Sith Eternal. This one I haven't seen a good off meta for this one either. People have said Vader works, and I haven't seen that. So this was just a few seasons ago, before I got my fancy new camera. You can see the top corner. You can see kind of the bluish tint on my face. I don't know what the deal is with that, but we're sending a burner here because we want. So this variant, I mean, you're not going to see this too often. I think this guy just wanted to place everything on defense. He's kind of a jerk, but what we're doing here is we're just getting rid of their cooldowns a little bit. So I don't know why I put that level of character in to get killed. Like, oh, I think what I wanted Vader to get into Merciless. That's what I wanted. That's why I waited. So Now that Vader is just hanging out with Sith Eternal, they don't have all of their cooldowns, or they're all of their good abilities are off cooldown, or on cooldown, whatever. Now we can kill Vader, and then here, let's fast forward just a tiny bit, folks. So, let's see. So we're fighting. Eventually, this is actually pretty good comp against Sith Eternal. You're not going to kill Sith Eternal with Night Sisters, but the idea being we didn't want Vader to go in and kill all the Night Sisters with one merciless massacre, because we don't even have Zombie to save us. Like, he could just, if he could get 3 one-shot hits, like, we're just sunk. So, anyways, we're struggling against the rest of them. Let's fast forward a little bit more. And a little bit more. Okay, so we've got Malak almost dead. Sith Eternal comes in, however, finally gets his ultimate, and it's unavoidable. We just die. We die a horrible screaming death, and frankly, Night Sisters deserve that kind of crap. But, so Malak is at 50% or less, and that's nice. We can kind of fast forward a bit here. Let's see, what is going on? Won't let me find, I can't find what I want here. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so we're using Savage and a couple tanks here, a couple pre-taunts, so that Malak can hit. He's not going to do enough damage to heal himself from 50%, and my Gear 8 Savage, who is just super vulnerable here for Malak, he would just get one shot by Malak probably. Now we can just do the big hit by Savage and then just get roasted. Just get roasted. So then we're going to use, and this is kind of a cool one, you can use troopers to kill him. So and nothing even too fancy, like we don't have Dark Trooper here in this case. Now maybe we could have cut the team out in the middle, like all of the extra teams to get rid of all the cooldowns and all of that, or to increase the cooldowns. We could have maybe reduced that a little bit. We could use Night Sisters. We still need 3 teams though, so we need one to get Vader off of his cooldowns, or off of his merciless massacre, and then we'd need. Then we need another team. We'd need Night Sisters to actually kill Vader or whoever else the ad was, and then we could kill this team, kill Sith Eternal with troopers. So, anyways, that kind of a cool counter, and yet it still takes at least 3 teams to beat. 2 of which are good. One of them wasn't that great. So, got through that one. Now this one, folks, this one is actually done on my alt. So what you do here, I've actually, you can see the start of it. Their healths are a little bit down. My alt was facing this. My 5s is Relic 0, and my General Skywalker, I think, is Relic 5. Chewie is Relic 1 or 2, something like that. So what's going to happen is you have to mod your General Skywalker and 5s so that 5s has as much defense as possible, and General Skywalker doesn't get the guard. You want 5s to get the guard, not General Skywalker, because what happens is the auto whatever the name is, I can't think of it, the AI is going to target 5s as much as possible. And so if he's guarded though, he can't be crit and he can't be stunned. And so you get some shenanigans. I'll actually turn on the music for this one. Let's do that because it's kind of cool. I get a little bit lucky here, but remember, this is a relic. Oh, and this is also a non-ultimate Kylo. Now, an ultimate Kylo, it still works against you would need higher relic levels than just relic 0 on 5s. You totally just do. And you can test to see if you have guard on 5s by just throwing them in like a galactic challenges fight or something like that. Make sure he has less combined health and protection than General Skywalker, though. It's not an easy formula, though, because Skywalker, as the lead, gets more protection and stats from 5s being there. So make sure to check it beforehand. Anyways, let's actually turn this on and see how it goes, shall we? You can see me in the corner there. Okay, so we're sitting down. I guess we can do this, huh? Because we need to taunt anyways. Look at that, you missed. It's kind of cool. Oh, that was actually scary. Look at this, we're actually kind of surviving a little bit here. Huh. Okay. Well, we got the ads going, at least. So you'll note that he missed again there. So he's missed twice. Pretty lucky. Oh man, we need to heal here. I just don't think we've got it, guys. Maybe. No! Don't kill him, please. So close, everyone. We're so close, actually. Come on. Stand up. No, 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 no! Oh, no! Because we're increasing his max health here. Come on. Come on. Just give me one more turn. Okay. This is it, guys. This is it. What do we do first? Do we do the force? Do we do the push or the armor shred first? Which one? Someone tell me. I don't know if one is better than the other. Shred first, everyone says. Alright. I don't think this is enough, guys. We got way closer than I thought we would, though. That was actually outstanding. I don't think this will work, but let's try it. Come on, come on. Yes! We did it. I didn't think that was gonna work. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was good. And now we got garbage. Woo! Oh, that was sweet. Alright, folks. I left it on for a little longer than I probably needed to, but I'm happy for my past self. I was pretty happy that time. You know, it's a nice thing to be able to actually kill a galactic legend with that kind of a team. But once again, it takes General Skywalker and Fives, which they normally go together, and then Chewie goes with Han. Like, Han just didn't have a home and died. I think he died trying to kill some of the ads before we went in. So pretty big mess there, folks. Trying to use that General Skywalker team. It does work if you put better relics and mods on those teams or on those characters. It does work in 3v3. It absolutely does. It's just it's not completely consistent. That's probably one of the more consistent ones, though, is the Fives Cheese Squad. Okay, let's do one for Jedi Master Luke now. So this one works here. Let me actually pause this real quick, guys. So the idea is Han always goes before Watt. So he always shoots first. You know, he has that special rule. So you stun Watt before Watt can go apply his tech. And keep in mind that, okay, so this is one specific variant of Jedi Master Luke. This works against other ones are significantly more difficult to counter for Jedi and stuff, but this can work because you stun Watt And then before Watt can go, again, you have to kill him. You have to kill him before he gets a turn. But now Watt's going to take, so Han goes first, he takes his bonus turn. Watt is going to go next and try to apply healing immunity, or trying to apply his tank ability on Jedi Master Luke. Basti here is making it so that it's impossible to really kill Jedi Master Luke without doing any, without some substantial focus. And so what you're doing here, you're stopping Watt. So Han goes, then Watt is instantly going to go and unstun himself. He'll take his bonus turn. And then as long as you are faster than Watt on one of your characters, so Jedi Revan basically has to be the guy, because Basti is making Luke taunt to start with because of her lead. So you need to be able to then mark Watt and kill him before he can apply the tech. If he applies the tech, then the best you can do is just kill these two characters and not kill Luke. So this works here. Hold on, what did I just do? I hit the 1 button. That was probably bad. Let's see. Let's get back to where we were, folks. My apologies, kind of. Okay, so stun Watt. You can see me in the corner explaining to my stream. And then my Revan is fast enough to actually go before Watt, and you mark him. And then you pray that Watt so we increased his cooldown, so he can't do it yet. He has to take another turn to do it. So now we killed him, and now it becomes very possible because we have Savior, so that we get one redo. We can target Basti and take her out. I wanted Armor Shred to go on Jedi Master Luke at that point. So yeah, we're just going for it. Got to kill Basti because she's good at things. And once again, this can be a little dicey. It works, though, for the most part. I've done this maybe twice. I think it works, and I've tested it a few times. And actually, my initial tests, it didn't work at all because there was a bug. But that bug has since been fixed. So this does work as long as your Jedi Revan is faster. Make sure he's faster, because otherwise you're screwed. And you can see he did trigger Savior on General Skywalker, so it's not completely without risk. But now you get Mark at a pretty high rate. I mean, you eventually get the kill, and it's actually not even terrible banners. So this way does work. Of course, it does take 3 specific characters from 3 distinct teams, because you very rarely use General Skywalker with Jedi Revan. And granted that it's okay, it might be an okay price tag because it's also using Jedi Master Luke right alongside a Watt and Basti, who could also go on 3 distinct teams. So that's not the very worst thing. I mean, if you want to do this, if you want to count on doing this, that's fine. Just keep in mind that your clones don't really have someone to lead them necessarily. I mean, Shaak Ti, I guess, but only a couple of them. So 51 banners, not too bad. That's maybe one of the best off-meta counters that there is. Now, okay, we're going to actually stay on this video because I want to show you guys. Here's the thing. Okay, so Rey is obnoxious to kill if you don't have a Galactic Legend. If you do have a Galactic Legend, if you keep your own Rey for offense, this is what you can do. Here, let's fast forward just a tiny bit here. Okay, so we can rewind just a tiny bit. This is fun. Okay. So you have to take this specific team. Other people have had success with others, I guess, but this is the one that I've used. So, and this is against one of the tougher comps out there, the Rey Hanchu team that people used to say is impossible to kill. And the idea is you just want to get ability block on her. And then if there's ability block on her from Basti, then she's only going to be doing basics. She's not going to be doing lifeblood. And you can then spam lifeblood, make it so that when Rey does eventually do a whirlwind, then she's not going to just instant kill you because you have so much lifeblood. So it kind of seems like a boring match. There's a timeout threat here if you don't know what you're doing, if you take too long to think. But You can see she has a lower turn meter here. So we're going to actually, because she slows down after she goes into her ult. So I have the ability to potentially lap her, and so now we can hit our own ult. She goes into hers and hits us, does no damage, and now we target her with this, give her the Master's Training. She can't hit, but Basti goes in and does her ability block, so that's pretty fancy. And we didn't quite kill Han there. That's fine. And the whole priority here is try to ability block Rey. That doesn't always work, obviously, because we just tried it and didn't work. But now all you have to do, okay, Basti is hidden. You just spam Lifeblood, because the second Basti dies, this fight becomes significantly harder. But we have enough now. We can finally just try to take out Chewie. It works. We can even put up some foresight and everything. Can't hurt anyone now for a little bit. Got to figure out when we can do our own ultimate. Just do regular stuff here. We can try stunning Han. Instead, he just hit us back, so that wasn't that great. But once again, ult, then ult. Didn't hurt us at all. We can get ability block potentially on their Rey. And yeah, so we just keep going. And granted, we've been going for over 2 minutes now. And Han isn't even dead, much less Rey. But Rey is actually getting pretty close, in fact. So spam Lifeblood once again. Lifeblood, Lifeblood, Lifeblood. Even though you want a whirlwind, just Lifeblood. And okay, so she's hit healing immunity. Now we're getting close here. We're getting close. We may need to wait for one more ult, but still have over 2.5 minutes. Just under 2.5, I should say. We have enough time. We can do whirlwind on Han. We have enough stacks, and once again, okay, so we can heal. And gosh, it just takes so long sometimes for this counter to work. Finally got the stun on Han. That's pretty fancy. Can go into our ult. She does her ult. And now, hopefully, we can get ability block on her. Our ult is probably going to finish off Han. So we do the big buffs from Basti here, kill Han. And now we have a minute to finally kill her eventually. And we do so many lifebloods that she eventually... she does her whirlwind, and Basti just eats it without even hesitating. That sounds dirty for some reason. So the idea here, she's about to get her ult. We're kind of behind, but we have so much lifeblood here that we can just wait it out, and she's gonna do hers. We might just end up taking all the damage here. And if that happens, I guess it happens. We can heal a little bit, do lifeblood. She's going to get her ult here. And I didn't do lifeblood there because I wanted to heal. I didn't want to lose my life there, because now we can just finish her off. We just put our ult up, and as soon as she goes, she has offense up and everything. Everyone has max health. Take her out, and 54 banners. Pretty nice. Takes a little bit of time, but it does work. It's consistent. And so, guys, the truth is, I guess I'll just let this play while I talk. What I've found is in 3v3, if you want to hate life, you do the off-meta counters against Galactic Legends. If you don't want to hate life, then you take your own Galactic Legends and use them to get high banners against other Galactic Legends. That's what I've done. That's what I've done in the past. Like Sith Eternal does great job. You can find any number of counters. Like there's no shortage of them, but use your own Galactic Legends to kill Galactic Legends. In my opinion, that's the vastly superior option. Otherwise it just sucks. It's not fun. Not fun to have to deal with Galactic Legends without your own. And I realize some of you just are without recourse, and it's less fun. It's less interesting. I get that. I don't mean to say that life is just easy for you. That I don't mean to say that it's how it should be. But I guess that's what your options are as I see it. So, guys, I'm going to call it good. I hope you learned something from this video. Let me know what you think. If you have an off-meta counter I don't know of, let me know. I would love to know if you have something consistent, not some BS thing that you got lucky on. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching. And remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.